Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, Janice Hahn delivers her first State of the Region address. We'll take you there. And we'll show you the progress of the Delama Boulevard Extension project. Plus, a movement is growing among traditional bank customers. We'll tell you why some people are making a change. And at El Camino College, an exhibit honors those who have passed. These stories and much more just seconds away. Your local news starts right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun. Here are your top stories. Congresswoman Janice Hahn gave her first State of the Region address recently, and as Jacqueline Quinn reports, her message was focused on business and educational growth in the South Bay.
You can't build rockets without rocket scientists.
Congresswoman Janice Hahn focused on three key issues today that she says will change people's confidence in the future economy. Those issues are on changing our infrastructure, providing world-class education, and on keeping and attracting new businesses in the community. Congresswoman Hahn began by addressing our outdated infrastructure.
Anyone who drives on our freeways knows how our old transportation infrastructure bogs down the pace of business.
She's hoping with recently passed tax initiatives, money can be used to expand metro lines and update our freeways. But does that sound like more traffic headaches?
I think with good planning, with good organization, these big construction projects can have minimal disruption, but long-term benefits. You know, I think what we don't want to have is people stalled in traffic because we don't have good infrastructure right now.
And echoing a sentiment by President Obama in his State of the Union speech,
we need to out-innovate, out-educate, and out-build the rest of the world.
Congresswoman Hahn says the country needs access to education now more than ever.
Now is not the time to be laying off teachers. This is not the time to surrender math and science to foreign countries.
Industrial giant Raytheon agrees educated and skilled workers are an important part of building their business and inspires innovation.
Definitely helping fill the pipeline of engineers for the future.
And as California's unemployment rate edges out the national average at 12%, Hahn says she's fighting to keep jobs here and increase growth, particularly in aerospace.
I'm pressing California's other representatives in Congress to fight together for robust funding for critical aerospace programs that are saving work, advancing new commercial applications, and protecting our nation's security.
For small businesses, she's working to give them more access to small loans.
Some of these small businesses who are here need access to loans. They even want small loans that can help them grow and then would help them hire someone. If every small business just hired one person in the next year, that would make a big difference for our economy.
She also spoke up for unemployed veterans.
These veterans are coming back and they're having a tough time reentering their families, let alone reentering their society. And so we can do a lot by convincing businesses to hire a veteran.
Overall, Hahn's first State of the Region address was positive and hopeful despite the flagging economy. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Jacqueline Quinn.
We have a brief City Council meeting to tell you about. E. Lenore Johnson was presented with a special honor from Council. Johnson and her husband moved to Torrance in 1965, and she's been an active community member ever since. She served as a volunteer for New Horizons. Johnson also was appointed to the Blue Ribbon Committee in the early 90s and worked to get 3 measures on the 1992 ballot: term limits for council members and whether city clerks and city treasurers should be appointed or elected positions. She also served on several city commissions, and she can add yet another milestone to her lengthy list of accomplishments. Johnson is also celebrating her 90th birthday. Happy birthday, E. Lenore Johnson. And Southern California Edison has been providing service to the South Bay for 125 years. The company started when the region began changing gas lights to electric. Southern California Edison presented Council with a proclamation thanking Torrance for their continuing relationship. In her State of the Region address, Janice Hahn pushed for more business growth in the South Bay. Reporter Jacqueline Quinn visited an expo to see how professionals are networking for new business opportunities.
Absolutely, we'll give you a call.
Cards, flyers, and websites. It's all about networking at this year's Expo at the Torrance Marriott. The event is aimed at helping local businesses reach out to new clients as well as each other. Ryan Jug's business is new, but he's not new to networking.
When you have a community of businesses that work together, it makes it so much easier to be successful.
I'm standing here at today's Business Expo, and if you take a look around, you can see it's actually pretty busy. And I spoke with someone from the city's Chamber of Commerce, and they said that the turnout is actually up, which is an encouraging sign.
I have noticed the turnout is bigger than last year, and that's a really optimistic sign for us that people are wanting to look for new business partners, looking to do more business than they have in the past.
Mayor Scotto also came out for a visit and says he was impressed by the showing.
Well, I'm happy to see so many businesses here. I think that's a real positive sign. And, some of us believe that we have plateaued with our economy, and we're hoping a little bit of an uptick.
Junk hopes that people-to-people connection will generate a new buzz about his company and get people interested about his brand.
We're lucky to have the company that we work for, which is the UFC gym, which is a pretty popular brand. It doesn't really describe what we are. So these business owners can describe what we are because they know what's going into their city.
Another vendor says making new contacts is an ongoing process, but this is a good place to start.
We'll see. I'm getting lots of interest. So we'll talk to me in about 20-25 days after we get through the quoting processes, and we'll see what happens. But it's helpful in the fact that we're just getting the name out.
Nearly 70 exhibitors and 400 attendees made this year's Business Expo aptly themed The Winning Advantage a big success. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Jacqueline Quinn.
The annual Business Expo is sponsored by the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce. For more information, go to torrancechamber.com. People Actively Learning and Sharing, also known as PALS, is a social club for teens and adults with intellectual disabilities. And they recently held a Halloween dance that was spooktacular. Reporter Hiba Sama takes us there.
Get my light up, everybody. There we go. Happy Halloween!
Members of the PALS program of Torrance gathered with some of the best costumes. Jack in the Box, as well as young celebrities like Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez, came out to the Ken Miller Recreational Center to dance. But this wasn't just a Halloween dance, it was a special annual event for PALS, a group for people with intellectual disabilities.
Oh, they are fantastic people. They are great people. I'm loving it. They are great to me. Great for me. Great for people helping out with people who have disabilities. And they're giving us more, outlook, on life. And they're giving us more, more things to do, in life.
The PALS program stands for People Actively Learning and Sharing. One mother brought her daughter who has autism to this event, saying it gave her an opportunity to bring her daughter to an appropriate dance gathering.
There's not many opportunities for kids with special needs to go to dances, especially at their high school. It's not an appropriate setting for them. So that's what's really nice about these. They can just be themselves, and it's a safe environment, so it's really great. We're really appreciative to have these opportunities.
Through Torrance PALS programs, members get to participate in not only social activities, but physical ones, such as the Special Olympics. Kate McLaughlin participates in swimming and soccer.
Because I want to swim a lot and play soccer like the professional David Beckham.
With more than 150 members, PALS gives Torrance people with special needs opportunities that aren't provided in regular settings.
It's wonderful. Torrance has been committed to providing activities for this population for a very long time.
And as members danced the night away, Kate McLaughlin and friend Grace Canary won the award for the cutest costume. For CitiCABLE, I'm Hiba Samath.
For more information on PALS, go to the city's website. A sporting group of women and men gathered for an evening of dice and dominoes.
We're playing Mexican Train.
And how do you play?
You very carefully. Very carefully.
The Torrance Women's Club was the place for a different kind of fundraiser for the Attic, Torrance's teen center, and it really was all fun and games. Some played Mexican Train, a new game for the Women's Club. Word lovers played a few intense rounds of Scrabble, and with the roll of the dice, some members gave Bunko a try. And considering the fun that was had, game night may become a regular event.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And for more information on club membership and events, go to torrancewomen'sclub.org. Up next, these hickory hounds have a lot to cheer about. Plus, it may seem like an unlikely drug to abuse, but it can cause major health problems. We'll bring you those details.